shortly after takeoff, there's a problem. One of the plane's 4 engines has failed.
The next aircraft on final speed, emergency aircraft. Copy the emergency aircraft.
The crew immediately decides to turn back. It's taking all of the remaining right engine's 2,400 horsepower to keep the plane level.
Runway 20 right, cleared to land.
Attention all units, inbound DC-6, 5 minutes out, number 2 engine, off.
Airport fire and police departments scramble to runway 2 right.
We got a report the pilot lost power as they were taking off.
Officer Hallett has been a Fairbanks firefighter for 8 years.
I've responded out in engine 5 in case we need any of our rescue equipment.
Pilot Andy made the call to abort.
We had an engine problem develop on the departure. There's a power gauge that started to drop. Decided that we'd shut it down to save the engine.
DC-6 planes are rare. Only 9 remain flying in the world, and working engines are even harder to come by. The maintenance crew is hoping for a quick fix. Worst case, it's a $250,000 engine change.
Based on our pilot's report, there's something going wrong in the engine.
22-year-old native Alaskan Stephen Searle is hoping it will be a simple part swap. On a 65-year-old engine, there's no computer-aided diagnostics. They'll have to find the fault the hard way.
The engine's not seized. We haven't found a cylinder that's been blown apart or something like that. Nothing obvious, but we know something is wrong.
Stephen suspects something failed in the heart of the engine.
So right now we're pulling the auxiliary oil screen out. We just got to make sure there's no metal in it.
If the oil is contaminated, it could mean a part of the engine has ground itself to pieces.
So this is from the auxiliary oil filter. All the oil is filtered through that. So if there's some kind of component failure, say a gear comes apart in the engine, the filter traps that, keeps the metal from spreading out through the rest of the oil system.
Staring down the barrel of a hefty maintenance bill, Stephen calls the boss.
This is the auxiliary screen. That level of metal definitely indicates that something's gone wrong.
Man. Well, unless anybody's got any magic up their sleeve, I think we're staring at an engine change.
Even beyond the cost, an engine change can take days, leaving the plane grounded and unable to deliver supplies.
All right, Stephen, it's definitely an engine change.
I agree with you, Dave. We'll do what we can. We were all in agreement that that level of metal definitely indicates that something's gone wrong, which means we've got an internal failure. We're gonna have to go ahead and change the engine. This is kind of the worst case scenario.